Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a multifunction tool set that I purchased from Amazon.com. Let's do it. Alright, so multifunction tool set from totally reputable Amazon seller that when I went back to look at the listing, it was not listed, but have no fear, if you are impressed with this, you can find it on Amazon if you just search for multifunction survival shovel, you know, because that's what it was sold as. But it says up here that it is a PUD Homes, I guess, survival shovel multi-function tool set. I'm assuming because it's got a bunch of dots, and it just has hiking, camping, you know, all kinds of stuff. The listing actually said that this thing was a, what is it? It said it was a multi-function tool set. It was survival, it was tactical, so basically it had all of the prepper buzzwords. And I will say this, it did come in this nice, you know, case that when I looked at it, one side of it right here that you can see, hopefully that's showing up, it doesn't have the pin in it, so that's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is, and that's all we can say about that. So the instructions for multifunction tool set are very Chinese and rudimentary. I'm going to say that because I did happen to take a look at AliExpress. I did find this particular multifunction tool set for sale for about 30 bucks, and on Amazon I believe it was $79. There are tool sets like this from, I believe, SOG and a couple other sort of like domestic companies. Well, I don't know if they're domestic or not, but you get what I'm saying. There are companies that make something like this. So in the first little compartment here, not compartment, but the packing is we got some connecting rods here for our utensils and our attachments. You just put two of them together. We got that. And then very strangely we have a knife and a very small fork, and I don't know why we would need a fork, and another knife that's black that has, it looks like a saw on the top of it, and a whistle. Let's see, I'm gonna go to my instruction manual here to see what all these things are actually, what kind of titles they give this. And this is a, what kind of, what is this? This is a table knife. So there you go. This is a table knife. It does have a, I guess that could be a can opener or a bottle, you know, a bottle top opener. Not necessarily a can opener, but, and then it has this, you guys tell me, what is this? What is that about? I have no earthly idea what that is. No idea. I don't know what that is. Feels okay, and it doesn't have, you know, serrations per se on it. You can see down there on the blade, I'm not sure, those aren't really serrations, they're just like, well, I guess you could call them serrations if you wanted. They give that effect to the sharp end of the blade, at least. You know, they give you that jagged feel. Okay, so table knife. The question is, on the end here, it has where you can screw it into, I'm assuming this? No. Okay, well, we'll wait. We'll put a pin in that. This is a flint and whistle. Okay, so this is a striking rod. All right, cool. And you can unscrew it. Don't know why you can unscrew it, but you can. And that's a whistle. So we do have a little whistle and a little, you know, a little flint rod, it seems like, or whatever this is. ferro rod. Okay, so we got that. We got a table knife. Okay, we have a fork. Again, I don't know, because these things, they don't fit. Can you put them inside these? I'm assuming, maybe. Or you can screw them on there. Okay. All right. Sketch that. Let me take this back apart. Okay. So it does screw in flush on one of these, on one of these connecting rods, or extension rod, whatever you want to call this. So you guys tell me, do you need a fork that long? You know, I mean, man, that's pretty stout. I mean, if you're eating something, you need a fork that long. And what's up with all these things? All these. It seems to me like this is just stuff that's cut into this just for the sake of cutting something into it. Because, like, what is this? This is not a star bit. And this up here could possibly be like a tool bit, I guess. But it's... And I don't know what's going on the top or bottom. I don't know. You guys tell me if I'll let that sit there for just a second. And you guys look at that and tell me what you think all this nonsense is. It would have been better if they just made it solid, because I don't know what the point of all that stuff is. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it does screw into this connecting rod. So you can take your other little knife and screw it on there, and it screws in flush. So yeah, I understand this. You know, I get this. I don't, you know, because, you know, it gives you a lot of leverage and the ability to use it, and I really get it for this. This other knife. And I'm assuming that this is called a what? A multifunction knife. Okay, and it has a black color to it. And it has the same almost little cutout, although it's shallower. So I guess that's just to pop a bottle cap, I'm assuming. But it does have a kind of like a saw at the top up here on top of the spine. But it's not very sharp. So yeah. But it does have a little blade on it, you know, a cutting edge. So yeah. Now you could do this, and you could totally put two of these together like this. And now you've got, you know, you've got almost a little spear, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I'll leave it to you guys to tell me what you think about that. To me, those things, I don't really see the point in them. But in our next little padded section here, we have a shovel and another rod that I'm assuming is just for the shovel. And then we have looks like a butt end that has a compass, and a end that has a glass breaker, or at least a hard nub striker. So that's cool. So let's see what the shovel's all about. And again, the shovel has all kinds of details cut into it. Well, not a lot, but it has like these 3 wrenches, I guess, on the bottom. And then it does have, which is interesting because that's actually sharp. Okay, this end, I don't know how good this is going to translate. This end is actually has a sharp end on it. Like this all the way down is sharp. Like it's tapered down and it's sharp. Like it's almost a knife blade. So that's very interesting. And on this end is a saw. So yeah, this thing's looking pretty good. And here, it's like a line cutter almost, because it is sharp. You can see it better on this side. Hopefully it'll come in. This up here, you could use it to cut cordage and all kinds of whatever you could think of. And I'm going to tell you, it even has a turn down up here on these ledges, so that hopefully you can see it right there. So you can actually get your foot maybe on the side of this to really dig in. And I'm going to tell you, man, this thing feels solid. It feels solid. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and put this thing together. Okay, and this thing is on a swivel. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Okay. So you can totally turn it around. If you don't want to use it like a shovel, you can use it like a hoe. So yeah. All right. So I'm going to tell you my initial impression of this so far. The little utensils are kind of worthless, but the shovel seems like it's the jam. Ooh, fighting back a sneeze. Okay, so with all three, I'm going to use my hand here as the end here, and you can see this is how long the shovel is with all three of the little extension pieces on. So in my grip like this, you know, not bad. Not bad for a little shovel. I'm impressed. I'm impressed because you could actually use it if you were processing small stuff for your campfire. You could actually put the stuff up and you could actually use it for a saw on this end, flip it around this way, and if you got really small stuff you just needed to, you know, break up, you could actually use it, you know, like that. So yeah, okay. I'm feeling this little shovel, and it's heavy. You know, it's got some weight to it. Like it's not. Now I don't know, of course, the quality of the metal that was used to make this shovel and how good it would hold up, you know, using it in the field. I don't know, but for, you know, maybe digging out a fire hole or I don't know, because it's not that big like my hand, you know, and you guys know my hands aren't the biggest. So how much earth you're going to be able to move with this is going to be severely hampered by its size. So let's go ahead and get into the last compartment, or the last little foam insert here that has the remaining of the stuff that you get with this multi-function toolkit. Oh, wait. Okay, so for the end, we have a compass, which does seem to have some liquid. Yeah, it does. It is liquid filled. I have to give it some motivation, but it is true. And you cannot screw it onto the end. But our striker is bigger. Okay, the striker will screw onto the end. So you can have the striker on the end, but the compass will not. And I don't know what these two little things are. These two little silicone rings, maybe? I don't know what are these things for? What are these things for? What are they for? What are they for? What are they for? Okay, well apparently they're not even listed in the accessories that are included, so I don't know what these two little guys are for. These two little like silicone looking rings. They're not even listed in the kit, so okay, there's that. Okay, so what we have here is a pick and a axe. All right. And there's a flashlight. Okay. Whoops. Oh, it's got a focuser. Oh, it's got a focuser. Okay. Well, that's good. Let's see. Where do you open it to get to the compartment? For the batteries. We need batteries. There we go. All right, this thing takes what kind of batteries? What is this, 3 AA's, 3 AAA's? What is that? I think these are 3 AAA batteries. So they give you this little compartment that you put the batteries in, and then you just put it back in there and you just screw the end back on. And weirdly enough, the end that I just noticed, it has the same compass that we have here. So you have two compasses. And one of them's on the end of the light, and let's see. This has a bigger end on it. So can you, I mean, are you meant to put the flashlight on here? Can you put the flashlight? You can. How about that? There's the end with the flashlight. Now, I don't think I would use this like this with the flashlight, because then you're in danger of breaking said flashlight, and we don't want to do that. But the option is there. If you wanted more leverage to make this thing longer, you could definitely do that. So I tell you what, let's take the shovel off. I like the shovel. Okay, the shovel, I'm going to go ahead and give the shovel a good mention, because the shovel seems like it would do a good job. Okay, and I'm seeing a problem. Do I have these on backwards? What did I do here? Okay, what did I do? I did something wrong. Okay, so apparently this piece is only for the shovel, because it does not have what I need to screw onto here to the axe. Okay, so for the axe, you're getting 2 of these extension pieces, not 3. Which, to be honest with you, guys, what do you think? What do you guys think? That's probably long enough, because you got to think that blade there's my hand. It's not that big. So the blade that you're actually cutting with is not that big. It does have like this pick, not really a pick, but just another end on it that you could do some damage with. And it has a rectangle cut out. It has a rectangle cut out right here, and it has another, like a big wrench, or a big, like for a big screw head. But yeah, very limited. But you're going to be using this mainly to cut, to use it for an axe, not anything else. And it's small. It's really small. It seems to me like you could almost use the shovel, because the chopping end of the shovel is bigger than the chopping end of the axe. So why am I taking the axe if I could chop with the shovel? Okay, food for thought. Let's take this off and let's check out our pick. Alright, so the pick. Alright, same deal with the pick. If you wanted to make this longer, which I don't think you really would, this would probably be long enough for what you would use such a small, a small implement for, because just to give you all the leverage you would need. It has a very blunt end with some serrations cut into it. And it's interesting, this end is actually sharp. It's tapered down, and it has a curve to it like this. It has a curve to it. So yeah, you could tear some stuff up with this thing like that. And oh wow, that's sharp too. Okay. Well, let's take it off so I can actually show you a little bit better. This end right here, from here all the way to there, it's sharp. It's sharp. Not very sharp, but it does, it's cut on both sides to make a point. Wow, okay. All right. So the compass, I still have not found where the compass screws into. Okay, so the compass screws onto the end of where the shovel, but you're not using the shovel. Well, wait a minute. Did I make a whoopsie? Nope, I did not. Okay. So that's what it is. Okay, we have these two connecting pieces, and this one can only be used for the shovel. To give you 3 on the shovel, your pickaxe and your let's see, your pick and your axe only use these 2 extension pieces. So yeah, what do you guys think? This can be had on Amazon for about 80 bucks. And I'm going to tell you, the shovel is worth it. The shovel's worth it. These utensils, these little utensil pieces, I think are garbage. But you guys tell me, because number one, there's nowhere to store them. Like you literally, you have, and I don't even know what these little things are for here. These 2, I don't even know what they're for. They don't even tell me what they're for. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? To me, the coolest thing is the shovel. I don't know if I would say that this thing is worth 80 bucks. I don't really know if it's worth 80 bucks. I'm going to say no. It's not worth 80 bucks. Is it cool? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool until you find out how cheap it is. And when you're going to find out how cheap it is when you actually take this out in the field and you're going to use it and it breaks. And that is generally not a good time to find out the value in your item that you are depending on using was not there. You'd rather kind of find that out before, you know. But like I said, these things are made in the, not made in the USA. Well, probably are made in the USA. I've seen other companies make these. So what do you guys think about this type of product? Do you think this is clever? Do you think this is something that, you know, people going backpacking or camping or hiking, you think there's a need for something like this? Because like now, to put all this stuff up, you have this thing that's going to be loose. You have this that's going to be loose. And if you leave this connected, you could put this on the side of your pack. You still have all this other stuff to contend with because you're not packing it back in this, because this thing takes up way too much space. So yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel and share with anybody you think wants to see if any of this stuff is actually junk or if it's actually viable for its intended use. I would really like to hear you guys' comments down below. And let's see, we got the subscribe, we got the suggest the next video, and we will see you next time. Peace.